Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world-famous Cicada Club. Thank you, thank you. This is Maxwell DeMille talking, celebrating our fabulous 5th year at the Cicada Club. Tonight, we are live and on the air, broadcasting around the world and across the nation by means of electronic television. From Hollywood, the entertainment capital of the world, the Cicada Club is proud to present the Johnny Holiday Program. With music by Dean Mora and the Melody Boys. And Johnny's guests, Lauren Chapen, Shannon Frier, Rusty Frank, Adam Tunny, George Ferrick on the piano, and Johnny's very special guests, Jan and Mickey Rooney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct from the Forest Lawn Prep Room, the darling of the blue-haired ladies set. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Holiday.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm really delighted to be here on such an auspicious occasion. I'll get the lower plate wobble going for me. I must tell you, though, 5 years tonight, we begin the 5th year of the Cicada Club, and I have to say, where's DeMille? Where are you, Mr. DeMille? He has flown the coop. Well, I must tell you, none of this would be possible unless, of course, Mr. DeMille were to put together this marvelous evening for us, as he has done for so many years here and elsewhere for the last 15 years. And I think he deserves a big round of applause, don't you? He's great. And I want to also acknowledge the fact that I'm very fortunate tonight that my pulmonary man, my EMT, and of course the people, Elmer, who was in the prep room over at Forest Lawn, were able to put me together so I could be here for tonight's program. It was a little bit dicey about 4 hours ago, but I was sitting there talking to Mickey, and we both decided that the Duracells really do work. And I want to tell you also, I got a special friend here tonight. I've got the Melody Boys, of course, with marvelous Dean Mora. But I also want to pay a little homage, if you will, to my friend, Mr. George Ferrick, who is really one of the finest pianists in town. George, stand up and say hello to everybody. Oh, look at little Miss America. It's like Dinah Shore. He's got that thing. But Mr. DeMille, would you join me here at the Billy Barty microphone? I want to, no, seriously, last year you were the recipient of the Art Deco Society Award for all that you've done, and I want to congratulate you on 5 wonderful years.
Thank you, Johnny Holiday, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making these 5 years pass by like 5 years.
Indeed it has. And I must tell you, over these 5 years, I've had the privilege of enjoying the talent of so many people. I see Christine Nelson over there. Give him a wave, Christine. Beautiful blonde thing
Hollywood's
that she is.
sultry songbird.
And sitting right next to here is the young lady who brought me up here the first time some years ago, Miss Ginger Polly.
Ginger Polly.
Oh, my goodness. No, there's a lot of wonderful people here, people who've flown in from Florida, who flew in from New York and New Jersey and Hemet. And they have planes from Hemet.
And there's people watching this broadcast all the way from Chicago, Illinois.
Indeed. Well, we used to play the Palmer House in '78, but the money wasn't any good, so I came back to California. But I'm really thrilled to be here. In fact, I was looking at my watch, and I'm looking at the time, and it seems to me we're just in time to do our first number, George. in time. Before you came, my time was running low. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed, nowhere to go. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love became a just in time. You found me just in time and changed my lonely life that lovely day. Yeah. Now you are here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For a love became a just in time. I found you just in time and changed my lonely life that lovely day. You changed my life that lovely day. Oh! Hey. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a great little tune from Bells Are Ringing, a marvelous Broadway show, and of course later made it into the Celluloid Mills, came out with Judy Holliday and the marvelous Dean Martin. You know, there was a song that I used to sing many, many years ago when I was working at the Venetian Room, and one of my singing heroes introduced it to me, who's still going quite strong, and wonderful guy, Mr. Tony Bennett. This was a song I've always enjoyed it, and I hope you'll like it too. It's nice to get close with, okay? Because of you, there's a song in my heart. Because of you, my romance had its start. Because of you, the sun will shine, the moon and stars will say you're mine forever and never to part. I only live for your touch and your kiss. It's paradise to be near you, like I only live for your touch and your kiss. It's paradise to be near you like this. Because of you, my life is now worthwhile, and I can smile because of you. Very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And it's nice to see so many people dancing on the dance floor tonight. Yes, indeed, boys. And now, here are the Ottswells, the Otwell twins and the Lind. All right. Well, listen, folks, we've got a jam-packed program tonight. We've got some new voices and some voices I know you're going to get a kick out of, so brace yourselves, because they'll be up here in just a moment. But first, I want to introduce to you a young lady. It is a young lady. It's a young lady who I met some years ago. She's not only a marvelous hoofer, but she's a good dancer. But, I'm going to say that one more time, but this kid sings swell. Would you join me in welcoming, for her debut on my program, Miss Shannon Frier. Come on up here, Mixie. Is this your height?
Sure, this is my height, Johnny.
As long as you're close to me. Talk about tenderloin. Anyway, I just want the boys overseas to know we're waiting for you to come home because she's available. Sorry, Sandino. You know, let me tell you something. I enjoyed your dancing, but I also really enjoy your singing, and I thought maybe you could do a song for the folks and show them a little bit about what you can do, besides wear a dress really well.
I would love to.
What are you going to do?
I would like to sing Fascinating Rhythm.
Well, we'll just get fascinated and watch her, won't we? Shannon Frier.
Fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm all a quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking just like a flivver. Each morning I get up with the sun to find at night no work has been done. I know that once it didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong when you start to patter. I'm so unhappy. Won't you take the day off, decide to run along somewhere far away up and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the girl I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, oh, won't you stop picking on me? Fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm all a quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking just like a flipper. Each morning I get up with the sun to find at night no work has been done. I know that once it didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong when you start to patter. I'm so unhappy. Won't you take a day off,
Wasn't she wonderful, friends? Shannon, you know, you really, I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I had the kids over, the younger singers, and they came over to Grey Gables to visit me. And I have to tell you, when I heard her sing that song, I thought, she is fascinating rhythm. I don't know how, it's like a mix master down there. But I was going to say, Shannon, why don't you do a standard or something? Do you want to do another song?
I would love to do another song. And Dean Mora actually has a wonderful song for me.
What's that?
Come Rain or Come Shine.
Are you going to dedicate it to anyone in particular?
I'll dedicate it to my sweet Zandino, who's out there.
but wait.
Oh,
no.
And to Mr. Johnny Holiday. Dedicated to Mr. Johnny Holiday.
This is why we don't pay the talent, okay?
Well, I forgot the script. I'm sorry.
I know, me too.
I forgot it. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever beg me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine, happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain or shine. Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain or shine, rain or shine.
Miss Shannon Frier, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
You know, Shannon, I want to tell you, I really sincerely enjoy listening to you sing, and I want you to come back later on tonight. Would you do that?
Mr. Holiday, I would be delighted to come back.
Oh,
and
you got to
sing
knock
again.
off this Mr. Holiday nonsense.
Oh, well, I was taught to respect my elders.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Johnny. He wrote it in the script.
We'll talk during the intermission. Anyway, thank you, Shannon. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Shannon. You got an instrumental coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce tonight Dean Mora and the Melody Boys. The Melody Boys, coming to you live from the Cicada Club in downtown Los Angeles. And ladies and gentlemen, we need you to clear the ballroom. Please clear the dance floor here. Arthur and Catherine Murray are going to be out in just a moment. Tonight it's the Watusi. I want to introduce you to one of the finest dancers I've had the pleasure to dance with. She's still trying to teach me how to dip properly. But come on up here, Rusty Frank. Come here, Rusty. Now, I want to tell you something. When it comes to the art of tap dancing, there are very few in this day and age that really have it down like this gal. And Rusty, I was hoping you could do a number for us and show everybody what tap dancing really can be. Give us a little something.
Well, I'd love to, Johnny. Thanks a lot.
All right, kid, go. Doing the Uptown Lowdown. That was Rusty Frank doing the Uptown Lowdown, and no one does it better. Rusty, you are marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, I'm going to preface this introduction with just a few words, because if I really wanted to do this right, it would probably take another hour and a half. As you all know, and I know why many of you are here. It's because we are very fortunate tonight to have both Mickey and Jan Rooney. And I want to tell you something that I think a lot of folks may not remember. Mickey Rooney worked in silent films, and to this very day, 90 years old, continues to work, is the longest performing entertainer of all time in the history of entertainment. He continues to enjoy the affection and adoration of many, many people, not just here in the US, but all around the world. Mickey Rooney probably has made more classic films than any other star in my book. And I am so honored to have a man that I watched from the wings at the Orpheum Theater with he and the great Ann Miller when they were in their big Broadway hit that came to California, Sugar Babies, which Mickey and Ann owned. But 1981, Bill, go back even further. This was the #1 box office star in the world. 1939, he bumped Shirley Temple. I mean, this is, to me, an amazing man who has worked with everyone. He does it all, and he does it well. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming my friend, Mickey Rooney? Mickey.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Take it over, Mickey. Talk
On the blue of the night, Mesa go.
Well, you both have the same hair.
That's
you know.
right.
Mickey,
That's right.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm
thank
so
you,
glad
Scott.
you're here. I really am.
I'm happy to be here. At my age, I'm happy to be anywhere. I'm at the age where I forget things. I'm also at the age where I forget things.
Are you? Wait. Mickey, are you getting senile?
No, I got news for you. Senility. There's nothing wrong with that.
What is it?
Senility, when you get a little older, being senile, it's not wrong. It's great for romance. Every morning you can wake up with a new wife.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of people think that I've been married a lot tonight. Let's get the record straight. I have not been married a lot. I've practiced.
He's practiced.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. My body was getting a little wacky the other day, so I phoned my doctor and I said, what'll I do? He said, join a senior aerobics class. I did. I bent, I kneeled, I turned. And I sweated for over an hour. Before I got my sweatsuit on, the class was over. Yeah, so I've been married so many times, I got rice marks in my face.
Mickey?
I've got rice marks in my face. Never mind.
Mickey, how? I know.
Don't explain it to me.
I got to ask you something.
Wait a minute. No, I've been married so many times, my ring fingers turned into a thumb.
Mickey, how short are you?
Since my last divorce, about $50,000.
Okay, $50,000.
In 1975, God shined his light on me, and I met the love of my life.
That's right.
And
that's right.
You know, when you're in this business, being a man, it isn't all just where you go and this and that. I wanted someone that liked me, that cared about me. And I love to share and care about her, and I will.
And you do.
All of my days.
And
but
you do.
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, may I? Have
Yes.
you help her up here?
Of course.
My wife, Jan Chamberlain Rooney.
Come on up, Jan.
She didn't want to marry me. Ladies, gentlemen, this lovely lady didn't want to marry me. I don't blame her.
Well, I think it was because of your track record.
My
Something
track
about-
record, you mean just because I went to the track and I lost $2
No.
on a horse about 40 years
No,
ago?
No.
And I spent $50,000 trying to win it back?
About that.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, we're gonna-
Ladies and gentlemen. You know, I will, but I wanted to say, at the school I met a wonderful girl called Frances Gum. You know her as the late and great Judy Garland. Oh, she could sing too, honey.
How about singing one of the songs
Well,
that
we
you and
did a
Jenny
lot
sang?
of musicals together and everything.
Here we go.
Arthur Freed
Ding,
at Metro,
here we go.
who wrote Singing in the Rain. He put songs together for Judy and I, and we did musicals. Do you remember this one? I like New York in June. How about you? I like a Gershwin tune. How about you? I like a fireside when a storm is due. I like potato chips, moonlight and motor trips. How about you? I love to dream of fame. Maybe I'll shine. I'd love to see your name right beside mine, holding hands in a movie show when all the lights are low. May not be new, but I like it. How about you? Yeah, kick it now. Hey! I love to read good books. Can't get my fill. And Lana Turner's looks give me a thrill. I like some camembert and some cheddar too. Basil, tomatoes, meat and potatoes. How about you? I love to dream of fame. Maybe I'll shine. I'd love to see your name right beside mine, holding hands in the movie show when all the lights are low. May not be new, but I like it. How about you? Here's another beautiful song. They're writing a song, but not for me. A lucky stars above, but not for me. With love to lead the way, I've known more skies of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. I owe alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of your kiss, I guess it's not, I guess you're not for me. And here's what I think you're like. We'll take Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going to the zoo. It's very fancy on Old Delancey Street, you know. The subways come and go, and the balmy breezes blow to and fro. And tell me what street compares with Mott Street in July. Sweet pushcarts gently glide. They're gliding by. This great big city's a wondrous toy. It's made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an isle of joy. Thank you. Thank you. You're very nice. Jan?
That was wonderful, Mickey. I think you made a lot of people happy
Tell me.
tonight.
I told everybody that you didn't want to marry me when we met.
Say
And I
that
don't-
louder, because I can't even hear you. You told everyone what?
that you didn't want to marry me. Why was that?
Well, I told you earlier it was about that track record, but I'll
mean
tell you
just
one
because
thing.
I went to the races long ago and I lost $2?
But listen to me, one thing that I'm going to tell these wonderful people out there.
What's that?
I love you to pieces. You were the greatest thing that ever happened to my life. But I didn't want to marry a serial spouse. I don't know what happened. As a matter of fact, here's how I feel about you, darling. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me love you. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so bad. You made me sigh for I didn't want to tell ya. I didn't want to tell ya. I want some love that's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Give me, give me, give me, give me what I cry for. You know you got the kind of kissing that I die for. You know you made me love you, baby. Whoa, baby, you know that you made me love you. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Thank you. A big hand for this fabulous orchestra. I mean, they are great. Johnny, you know how to pick them. Dean, so do you. Thank you.
Jan,
How about doing
you know,
a
when
song?
you sing, it cheers me up.
Aw. Let's
You
do
know-
a song about the Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Can we do that one? Finish
My
up with that
friend,
one?
Fred Astaire.
Do you know
Your
which one I
friend,
mean?
Ginger Rogers, yeah. All right, you start, honey.
Oh no, you always start on this. Just say yes, dear, and let's move along.
You say either, and I say either.
Well, you say neither, and I say neither.
Either,
Either,
neither.
neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Well, you say potato, and I say potato.
You say tomato, and I say tomato.
Potato,
Potato,
tomato.
tomato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
That's right. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part.
And oh, if we ever part, you're gonna break my heart.
So you like pajamas, and I like pajamas.
Well, you wear pajamas and I give up pajamas. For we know we need each other, so we better call the calling off. Let's call the whole thing off.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Ever.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. You've been a wonderful audience. Have fun tonight. And thank you, Johnny Holiday.
Oh, Jan and Mickey, God bless you both.
Wonderful
Thank you.
band.
What's that?
Wonderful band.
Here we go. No, they got her. All right.
Thank you very much, friends. And have a good time. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney, Jan Rooney, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so rare that we would have an icon of show business pop in here, and we're so happy. Thank you so much. You know, Mickey and Jan have a show. They've been touring all across North America. Over the last year, I think they've done something like 190 performances, believe it or not, to celebrate Mickey's 90th. And I tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, young Hollywood owes a tremendous debt to that man. And so do I. It was really nice of them to come out. We were talking about it, and Mickey and Jan just did a benefit recently for Elizabeth Taylor. And during the break, Mickey and Jan were nice enough to sign some things, which we'll put out for you in the lobby during the intermission that will be coming up later. But first, it's time to move on with the program, even though I think the program just walked out the door. And listen, I haven't worked in 28 years. Believe me, I know. Oh, I got to tell you, this is going to be most interesting for me because, you know, if I had a tan and really, piercings and a tattoo, maybe I could move to New Jersey and actually make some real money on television. But since I can't, I've kept my eye open for new and fresh talent, which is why I brought up that choice young singer earlier, Miss Shannon Frier. But we met this young man, and I want you to give a listen to this kid because I think he's got a little bit of potential. I'm not quite yet sure. He's smiling right now. He may not be in a few minutes. Would you please welcome Adam Tunny? You know, Adam, seems as though you packed the house a little bit. I hear a few squeals, and since I don't see any bonobos in the room, these must be friends of yours.
Yes, got a few friends in the house tonight.
Well, Adam, I'm told you're a good singer. I saw that clip of you on YouTube where you sang Count Your Blessings, which Bing did in White Christmas.
Yes, I did.
Did you know that it was Count Your Blessings was Ike's, President Eisenhower's favorite song?
Did he tell you that?
Oh. You know, I read the script for this show. You did not have one gag.
I can't read.
Yeah, I can tell. Well, maybe you'll end up making hash browns for the rest of your life, but...
Not a bad gig. Not a bad gig.
No, but I'm serious. Adam, you have this interest in music. Are there any particular singers that you like?
Absolutely. Let's see, we got Shannon Frier.
If you get closer to the mic, they
Mickey
might know.
Rooney, Jan Rooney. Bing Crosby, yourself, Johnny Holiday.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you've got decent taste for a young man.
Thank you for writing that for me.
You're welcome. And tell me, have you selected a tune for tonight's
Absolutely.
To your... Oh, by the way, your folks are here.
Yes, my parents are here.
You're supposed to acknowledge them.
Mom and Dad, can you stand up?
Hey, I like your dad, and your mom is gorgeous. Thank you. And he's smart. He knows how to stand up. And so does she.
They were really excited when they heard I was playing with you. They thought you were dead.
You know, well, you'll do one number and then you're out of here. I'm going to give you... And by the way, did you see that young kid I was introducing people to, that little boy?
Henry, yes.
What a surprise to see my godson, who I have not seen in several years, yet I drive by his house every day and I feel like a bad godfather. Henry, I love you, and I will come up and see you during the break. Adam,
Yes.
I like your voice.
I like yours too.
I don't like you, but I believe that you have tremendous potential as a
Honesty's
vocalist in a
important.
karaoke bar in Simi Valley. And
Thank you.
just to prove it, you've got Dean Moore and the boys. What song are you going to sing?
What a difference a day makes.
Well, we're going to find out what your voice can make, so let's do it and do it well.
Sounds good. Thank you, boss. What a difference a day makes. Only 24 hours. Got the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterdays were blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, your thrilling kiss, it's heaven when find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and that difference is you. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, your thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find some romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and that difference is you.
Very nice, Adam. Very nice, Adam Tunny. Very nice indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Holiday. Thank you.
No, I am serious. Isn't he nice? He's got a nice voice, don't you think? Now, if we could just work on his manners. No, that was very good. And, you know, I think it's nice to hear somebody sing a song. You know, Diana Washington, of course, recorded it. Right. So many did. Perhaps you'd like to do another tune.
I would love to.
What would you like to sing?
The one we rehearsed.
And what would... okay. So much for spontaneity on the Johnny Holiday program. By the way, Adam,
yes.
As you know, we don't have a sponsor, but because people are watching all over the world, I just want to make a few things clear. I love Reynolds Wrap. Philip Morris, great stock. And I also think Chevrolets are still here to stay. So if any of those companies are interested in sponsoring future productions of the Johnny Holiday program, we would appreciate it. Now, Adam,
beautiful. Yes.
What song did you have in mind that we rehearsed?
I've got you under my skin.
Oh, wait a minute. Adam, you know, that's been done to death, Well, okay, so you're going to do the, let's see, the Michael Bublé, Harry Connick version of the Frank Sinatra version, I assume.
Yes, that's the version.
And now you know, ladies and gentlemen, why we have piano bars. Go ahead, kid. Do your stuff.
Thank you. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well I've got you under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of this warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you'll never win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. Got you under my skin. Let's hear it for Dean Mora and the Melody Boys, ladies and gentlemen. Sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of this warning voice that comes in the night and repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you'll never win. Why not use your mentality, step up, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin, and I love you under my skin.
Adam Tunny. Adam, I must tell you, Adam, seriously, if it hadn't been for all those packs of Pall Malls, I probably could have done that song as well. And I really want to congratulate you, because, ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this program and why we'll be back on April 3rd with another broadcast for all of you is because there's an awful lot of young people out there who sing the songs that we like, the Great American Songbook. Here's a perfect example. Now, if we can just find venues for people like this, you'll have more places to dance, bars will sell more liquor, we'll have more DUIs, and then, Adam, you better go.
Thank you very much, sir.
You are welcome. Come back in the second set.
Thank you.
Where's George Farrick? George, where are you? George? George? Because I want to bring up a lady friend of mine who flew all the way from Florida just 2 days ago to do this show. George, where are you? Because if George doesn't show up, I want my money back. And George Farrick. Bingo. Where are you, George? I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce George Farrick. If you'd please come to the piano, because this is a paying job. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to have your attention for a minute. I want to introduce a lady to you that's become a very, very sweet, special, dear friend of mine. In fact, right before my mother passed away in November, Lauren called her and spoke to her. And they had a wonderful conversation. And Lauren has been just an angel to me. She and her daughter Summer, who I think is very talented herself, have just been wonderful, wonderful friends to me. Lauren was the star, one of the many stars, on Father Knows Best. Good television. With Robert Young, Jane Wyatt, Eleanor Donahue, Billy Gray, and Lauren Chapen. Lauren, would you please come up here? Lauren Chapen, ladies and gentlemen. Here she comes, all sparkles and everything. Look at her shimmer like a Christmas tree. Oh, look at you. How are you?
How are you?
Well, we gotta get the, oh, you smell good.
Ooh, thank you.
You got, well, she's talking.
I put on arm deodorant. Is that okay?
Talking to the mic there.
Okay.
You know, Lauren, not only, we had dinner the other night, Lauren and myself and my friend Colonel Gary and Michaela, Adam and Shannon. And
we had a wonderful time.
We did.
We eat every once in a while, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We had a great time.
But I want to tell you, Lauren flew all the way out here from Orlando. Now, Lauren comes from really an amazing family because they're all performers.
Correct.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Lauren?
Well, I come from the performing Chapens. And I have my oldest brother, Michael, who was in a wonderful movie television program. I call it television program, but it came out every Saturday in the movies.
Yes.
Michael was in a wonderful Western called The Buckaroo Sheriff of Texas, the Red Ryder series.
Oh, yeah, it's the Red Ryder series.
And then Billy, when he was born at the age of 22 days old, he played a little girl in a movie called Casanova Brown.
Oh, yes.
With Gary Cooper.
That's right.
And then he went on to perform There's No Business Like Show Business, Night of the Hunter,
Right.
A Man Called Peter,
Yes.
The Kid from Left Field, and the list goes on.
On and on.
And then at the ripe old age of 5,
You.
I broke into show business.
And how did you do that?
Well, it was really interesting. The call came out for a little girl to play Robert Young's youngest daughter.
Yes.
And there were about 250 young girls at that time who auditioned for the part.
Yes.
And 10 of us
Yes.
were the finalists.
Yes.
Just like the Miss America, the top 10. And I did my first little introduction on film.
Yes.
They took it home.
My.
And Robert Young and his wife chose,
You?
not me.
Oh.
They chose somebody else.
Are you kidding?
Until they saw me.
Yes.
And then they said, it's you.
You.
Me.
You were picked.
Yes.
That's right. And Father Knows Best is the only show I know of that when they stopped taping the show, it went into reruns, but in prime time.
Yes, in prime time.
Oh, you shrunk.
Well, there we go. I like
Probably
this
like
mic
that
much
better.
better, yes.
I've got-
ABC, NBC, and CBS,
All three.
all three ran our show.
That's right.
And we are the only show, until the rest came along,
Yep.
that started off in prime time in reruns.
Well, Lauren, I know you were on Ed Sullivan, and I know you sang. Do you happen to remember what you sang on the Sullivan Show?
Oh, I sang Bye Bye Blackbird.
Well, that's why we brought out our own Blackbird, George Farrick, who's going to play it for you.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm
Thank
going to step
you.
aside. Give it to you, kid.
Pack up my cares and woes. Here I go, swinging low. Bye bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, and so is he. Bye bye, blackbird.
she wonderful?
Thank you, thank you.
Lauren, have you met Henry?
Oh, hello, Mr.
This is my godson, Henry.
How are you?
He's like little Lord Fauntleroy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, thank you. Isn't
Lauren
he a handsome
Chapen.
fella?
I want to thank Lauren. She came all the way out here. And where's your daughter? Where's Summer?
Summer.
Summer, come here a
Summer.
second. Summer, come over here.
Oh,
I want you guys to see this. Isn't she beautiful?
this is my
Summer.
daughter, Summer.
Isn't she lovely?
And she
Lovely
sings
to
with
look
me
at,
when we travel.
delightful to know, and heaven to kiss.
She's a pleasure. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. Well, we're
Thank
going to get out of
you.
the way and say thank you. Dean is
Thank
going to take
you.
us off with a nice instrumental for dancing,
Thank you.
and then we'll be back. And by the way, we'll have some stuff outside, and if you want to meet Lauren,
Yes.
we got some stuff from the Rooneys.
out
It's
there.
all going to be outside. We'll see you out there. Thank
Thank
you.
you. God
Go
bless.
boys.
Bye-bye.
Go boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Mora and his Melody Boys. I'd also like to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, Dean Mora will be here at the Cicada Club with his entire dance orchestra March the 13th as we have a tribute to the Coconut Grove, as well as my annual 39th birthday party. Thank you so much.